Hi you guys, welcome back. I wanted to make a follow-up video from my last video. I know my last video was a little scary and I have had another doctor's appointment since then, and I want to just kind of like share like what my doctor said and what is currently going on, and hopefully these videos are helping anybody else experiencing something similar. I had no idea how common first trimester bleeding can be. I always just thought if you see blood, you're miscarrying. Like, I had no idea how common this was. Anyways, let me recap for a second. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna link my last video down below. I started bleeding in my first trimester. I was 6 weeks and 4 days pregnant. When I started bleeding, I felt a gush of blood, went to the ER, could have sworn we were miscarrying our pregnancy, and sure enough, the ER found a heartbeat, baby was doing fine, and I can't even believe it. We seriously thought it was over. Anyways, I was diagnosed with a subchorionic hematoma, and that is what was causing the bleeding. Subchorionic hematomas are extremely common in IVF pregnancies. Who would have known? Nobody told me this. I had no idea. Anyways, I was in touch with my fertility clinic the following day, which was Monday, and they initially said, come in on Thursday, we'll see you Thursday. I kept bleeding on and off for about 24 hours. So I bled Sunday night all the way until like Monday afternoon, Monday evening. And I messaged them and said, hey, like I'm still bleeding. And they said they actually wanted to see me the next day. So we moved my appointment up and we went in Tuesday for an ultrasound. My fertility doctor is out of town, so we had to see somebody else, and she was wonderful. But we went in, she did the ultrasound, and by this point I'm not bleeding anymore. I stopped bleeding after Monday, so I bled for a total of like 24 hours, and it was bright red blood, and it started to like turn like just pinkish and went away. I haven't bled since, so just wanted to share that. But we went into the ultrasound, and she found the heartbeat right away of the baby, and the heartbeat was 128 beats per minute. And the night at the ER, so 2 days before that, the baby's heartbeat was 126. So heart rate was increasing and very healthy. I was measuring a little bit smaller, but she was not concerned at all. So according to IVF, at that time, I was 6 weeks and 6 days pregnant, but the baby was measuring at... It's just dinner. Anyways, Ty just got home, by the way, and he's back here. But what was I saying? Now I've like lost my train of thought. Oh, so I was supposed to be 6 weeks and 6 days pregnant according to IVF. Baby was measuring at 6 weeks, 3 days pregnant, but our doctor was not concerned at all. In the ER, the baby was measuring at 6 weeks, 2 days pregnant, so baby's growing. And she said if the baby's off by like 3 to 4 days, they are not concerned. So we were fine. She literally had no concern. I was concerned. She had no concern.
Yeah, so like a millimeter was like,
yeah,
could be the difference between like days or something. I forget.
Right, yeah. All was totally fine. Baby was fine. And then she went to look for the hematoma, popped up right away. It's a big, I'll show you guys. It's large. It's the size of a golf ball. It's, what'd you say, 1 inch diameter?
Like 1 inch golf ball size.
Yeah, so I have like a big giant blood clot, and then I had some fresh blood as well that was showing. And she, would you say she was concerned? Because I don't, she seemed...
No, I just think she's like, you need to get an appointment with your OB just to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, she seemed like cautious, but it's so hard to read fertility doctors, first of all, because they always prepare you for the worst. And I don't know, it was just hard to read her. I didn't know her too. But yeah, she just basically said sometimes these happen. They are common with IVF pregnancies, and a lot of the times the body will absorb the subchorionic. Yeah, they will absorb some of it. I'll probably still pass some of it. I keep waiting to like bleed more. I'm sure it's gonna happen. But a lot of times your body will absorb it within the first trimester. So that's really what I'm hoping happens. I don't really know what happens if it doesn't go away. We didn't really talk about that, so I'm not entirely sure.
Well, I think it has to, right?
Does it? I don't know. I have no idea. So that's what's going on with that. There's nothing I did that caused a subchorionic hematoma. It just happens. It just happens sometimes. So I have talked to so many of you guys over like on Instagram and YouTube, and I'm not joking, probably hundreds and hundreds of women have messaged me saying, hey, I had the same exact thing, this is what happened, and I have a healthy baby girl now who's 6 months old or something like that. And I didn't realize how common this was. I had no idea how common it is to bleed in your first trimester. Had no idea. But it's very reassuring hearing your guys' stories, and I think there's maybe been 1% of people who've messaged me saying, hey, this is what happened, and it didn't turn out good. So my heart breaks for those people, and I sure hope that's not our case. The reality is it could end poorly, but we have a higher chance, what they say. I was listening to somebody talk about this, like a doctor on YouTube or something, and they said that you have a higher chance of having a successfully healthy baby when you have a subchorionic hematoma than you do miscarrying. So there's a higher percentage of you having a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby than percentage of you miscarrying if you've seen the heartbeat and everything. So that was reassuring to hear, and I'm just gonna focus on that, trying to just stay super positive about all of this, especially when we seriously thought our pregnancy was over. We thought we were losing the baby, and I'm just trying to hold on to all of the positives in all of this. The fact that we are still pregnant and our baby is growing and our baby has a heartbeat. Yes, this is really scary, but our baby's okay. So I mean, it's the little things. So the other thing my OB told me, well, I've been talking to my fertility clinic and then also my OB. So I wasn't supposed to see my OB for like 3 weeks because they couldn't get me in. But I called them, and my fertility doctor wanted us to get in like next week, if not the week after, and my OB couldn't get us in for 2 weeks, so hopefully that's fine. But anyways, I talked to my OB. We have an appointment 2 weeks from tomorrow, I think, to have everything checked out, to have another ultrasound and all of that, and to get finally like completely transferred over from my fertility clinic to my OB. But she wants me to start taking ALA, is what it's commonly known as, alpha lipoic acid. Here's what it looks like. And apparently there's been studies that have shown this can help decrease or like dissolve the hematoma quicker. Very interesting. So it is basically an antioxidant. I don't think it's gonna hurt to start taking it. But she wants me to take 300 milligrams morning and night, so 600 milligrams a day total. But we did get...
The high is not too high and the low is not too low.
He always says that.
Peaks and valley.
I'm gonna make him a shirt that says that.
It's true though.
Yeah, he's right. We did get ultrasound pictures though, so I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like. This is like a further...
Much noise.
I know you are.
Sorry.
This is like a further away one, so you can see the baby, but then you can also see the giant hematoma. So let me show you. So there's 3 pictures, but I think the middle one is the easiest to see. And honestly, it looks a little scary, but this is the baby right there. Tiny little baby, 128 beats per minute heartbeat. And then this circle right here is the hematoma. This gray part is the blood clot, and this black part is fresh blood. So it is definitely large compared to the baby. I really don't understand how it doesn't affect the baby as of now. But
well, it's pushing it to the one side of the uterus.
It is, yeah, it is pushing it to one side of the uterus. But I don't think that's a problem yet because the baby's so small, but this needs to go away. So I'm really hoping it dissolves. Anyways, I wanted to give you guys an update before I start posting other videos because I don't want to keep you guys, who don't follow me on Instagram, not in the loop of what is going on, because I did share an update over there. So that's our update. Baby's healthy, baby's okay. I have a giant blood clot, but let's just hope it goes away like everybody says it will. I appreciate you guys reaching out to me on DMs and commenting and everything and sharing your story too. It is very reassuring to read those stories and hear what other women have experienced with the subchorionic hematoma. It's definitely reassuring. Anyways, well, I'm already ready, but he needs to get ready because we're gonna go film our gender reveal, which is so exciting. We already know the gender, and I feel like a lot of you guys have already figured it out too, but...
You tell him it's a just bleep me out.
I know. Anyways.
How many times did you say it?
What do you mean?
How many times did you accidentally say it?
A lot.
3 times?
I don't know. Multiple times. The secret needs to come out. So anyways, he's gonna go get ready. I need to change, and gender reveal coming soon, I promise. We need to like focus on some positive and some happiness here. So I'm like, let's get this done. Let's do our gender reveal. So I can take my mind off of this scare that we had. But anyways, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.